All right. I got to talk about my son. I got to talk about Asher. Okay.
Yes.
This little dude. He's driving me crazy. All right. So the other day, talking to him, and he brings up the ex-wife, and I'm like, yeah, maybe we don't have to talk about her. Like, I'm just like, it hurts, right? And I'm trying to be honest with him. I'm not just saying, shut the fuck up. You don't talk about her anymore. I'm like, hey, it's painful for me to think about it. So if you don't have to bring her up, I would appreciate it. And he's like, I got you.
Oh.
And then he's also like, man, don't you ever think sometimes it'd be cool if you were still a mommy? I'm like, God damn it. Here we go. I said stop talking about one, so we're talking about the other. That's great. And I'm like, I do think that me and your mom getting separated was the best thing to do. I do, in retrospect, think that I probably could have handled it differently, especially with the experience in life that I have now. But I still do think it was the best thing. And and then I'm like, plus, if me and mommy were still together, you wouldn't meet Dave and his boys. Now, Dave is his mom's boyfriend, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, yeah, that's true. But y'all could be in an open relationship. Sir,
what?
Sir, you are 10 years old. Where did you hear about open relationships?
Yeah, yes. Right? Tell us about what you think an open relationship
and he's
is.
Just like, oh, I heard about it on YouTube. Well, guess what? I told his mom about that, and she's like, well, I think that he is going to be going back to YouTube Kids. And I was like, that is very good. That's a very good decision, right? So then fast forward to today. I go to pick him up from baseball.
Okay.
We're driving home. And I'm trying to talk to him because he's like, yeah, I got in trouble today at Safekey because, blah, 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 blah. And essentially what happened was the person who was in charge told him to stop doing what he was doing, but didn't say it directly like that. Right? Because he's a fucking Capricorn. So you just have to be extremely literal with him to actually, for him to be like, oh no, I understand now. So, So he does something that pisses her off. He gets in trouble. Right? So I'm trying to explain to him why he was in the wrong. And I'm like, look, I'm not saying that I don't get where you're coming from. This lady, I didn't say this to him, but this lady sounds like a bitch. And she sounds like she was in a bad fucking mood, right? But that doesn't, guess what? If a cop is in a bad mood, I still gotta, I almost went a little too far. If a cop is in a bad mood, I still have to be respectful, right? Mm-hmm. So, explaining this to him, I think I finally get through to him, and he's like, all right, can I ask you a question? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Well, 2 questions. Okay, fine. What are they? 1, when do you think mommy's going to get me? And I'm like, well, she should be there soon, I guess, like, because she's off at 5 and it's now 5:45. So, yeah, she should be there, like, relatively soon. He's like, okay, cool. All right, next question. If you had a bubble on top of your head and you could imagine stuff, and so I'm thinking, oh, if I had a bubble on top of my head imagining stuff, he just asked me the question about his mom. So it's probably going to be something like, oh, yeah. Like, would you want to know where mommy is? Or would you, want to be able to see Pedo or Thor, the dog, because he loves Thor so much? So these are the things I'm thinking he's going to say. Right. Unfortunately, my son's a psychotic. Okay. So he looks at me. He's like, yeah. So if you had a bubble above your head, don't you think it'd be cool if you could just see the way you die? Get out of my car, you little psychopath. The fuck? When did my son become Macaulay Culkin in The Good Son? Huh?
That is very odd. What an odd boy.
Yeah. Why is he like this? Why is he like this, Judy?
Oh man! Wow, I did. Yeah, out of all the scenarios, right. That was not
100%
anybody's thought.
and then something like, so I always get worried that I'm too hard on him, right? Like, do I really need to lecture him about what fucking happened at Safekey or whatever? I think yes. I think it's me just trying to explain to him the error of his ways and how he can do better. But I also understand that as an adult, there are times, especially to a kid, that it does feel like it's way too much, right? But then I saw his mom discipline his ass, and oh boy, I'm the nice parent. Holy shit, I'm the nice parent. Okay.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
I get so, a sidebar real quick. I get so worried that Asher's gonna grow up to be a fucking asshole because he'll have all the benefits of white privilege, but he'll also get some of the benefits of being a minority because he's 25%, right? But I'm like, I was telling him the other day, I'm like, bro, here's the thing that you have to understand is you're gonna have a head start in ways other people won't. Like, you're gonna get people allow you to do stuff that just other people will never get that experience. And it's your responsibility to not take advantage of that, right? So I'm always worried about this stuff, even though he's 10, and I get that's fucking high-level calculus. It's way over his head, but I'm trying to plant the seeds, right?
Right, yeah.
So his mom gets there today, and, we're talking, whatever, and she notices that he has his tennis shoes on, and they're covered in dirt.
Ooh.
So she's like, you didn't wear your tennis shoes to practice, did you? And he's like, well, yeah, I didn't have my cleats. And she, oh, you didn't? And I'm not even doing an imitation that's incorrect. Like, her voice turned into my voice when she did this. Oh, you forgot, you didn't have your cleats? You thought I would just send you to baseball without all your equipment? Fucking, she turned to Macho Man Randy Savage out of nowhere, okay? Fucking dropping elbows from the top rope. So then she had already closed her lift gate. She opens it back up. She goes into his bag. She's pulling out the glove. She sets it nicely to the side. Pulling out the hat, sets it nicely to the side. Oh, this looks like a fucking shoe. And just behind the back, tosses it into the middle of the street. I had to cover my mouth. I was going, oh my God, you're my fucking hero. I'm laughing so hard on the inside right now. Right? Goes in. Oh, here's another dumbass shoe. Throws it into the street. I was like, this is my angry black mother that I always wanted for my child.
Oh man.
And I just look at him. So I finally composed myself. I had to walk away. I had to walk away from the car to compose myself because the giddy on the inside, the pure glee of this child getting. Because honestly, it is so stupid that he did not put on his cleats because they were just in his bag. It's not like they were in a hidden compartment. It's not like this is his first year playing baseball. Like, he's been playing for like fucking 8 seasons at this point. You know where your equipment is, especially the way his mom rolls. She doesn't carry any of his shit. He carries everything. He knows where all of his stuff is. Well, he should anyway, right? So I walk away. I compose myself. I come back. She's still just like tilted 10, okay? And I just look at him and go, all right, well, I guess I'll see you later, bud. And I walk away, right? Because ain't no coming back from that ass whooping right now.
Nope.
So yeah, I thought I was the harsh parent. No. You're gonna get these words today, son. Okay. Fucking. I just like.
That's great. That's so good.
You never want to compliment your ex, right? Like, I'm not saying that you hope bad things and you want to disparage them, but you never want to compliment your ex, right? God damn it, if she didn't become spirit animal, okay, when she threw that fucking cleat into the middle of the street, just so nonchalantly, too. This looks like a fucking shoe. Gone forever into the void.
Have you never seen her in, like, that mode?
I have, but it's never been with such theatrics, right? Normally, she's just a yeller, and, like, this time, she stayed calm, did the theatrics, and then started yelling, like it was layered. And I felt like in that moment, I felt like a critic who is just watching his magnum opus of a movie, right? Like he's been He's been in the game for like 60 years. He thinks he's seen everything. Not that he feels like he's above it, just like there's nothing new. There's nothing that excites him anymore, right? And then James Cameron says, "Hold my fucking dick." Okay. It was awesome. It was awesome.
That's good. Oh,
James
man.
Cameron's a good one, right? I haven't been to the movies in a while. He's still making blue alien movies. Where
he's still making blue aliens.
Okay.
Yeah,
because really we should all just be Native American. And if you're not Native American, then you're a bad guy, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
I think.
sure.
I
should have said Martin Scorsese. Fuck.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan. You know, it's okay.
Damn it, Christopher Nolan.